You are listening to Pivot Parenting, episode 189, How I Fixed My Teen. Welcome to Pivot Parenting, the place where we recognize when your parental role needs to shift and how to do it. I'm your host and parenting expert, Heather Frazier. I don't know where to begin, and I don't even remember how I got there. The place that felt like my own personal hell. I was doing that typical female thing of not thinking that I had the right to be unhappy. After all, I had a great husband, cars that ran every day, healthy kids, my own health, freedom, a home, awesome friends and family to support me. As much as I thought I had no right to be unhappy, I still was. And so I was alone in this miserable place, a black void where there should be joy, all silently looking insta-perfect. I would go cry in my giant custom closet filled with beautiful clothes and expensive shoes. It didn't matter. None of it mattered. I was certain that my two oldest kids hated me, and that made everything I had, all of it, nothing. Sure, I'd rather have the comforts of privilege than not. I'm not stupid. But if I could have exchanged all of it to win them back, to know that I wasn't the most crap mom of all time, I would have without hesitation. That's the thing about possessions. They sometimes feel like the most important thing until they aren't. No one ever tells us that. We're supposed to create that American dream. But what if the dream isn't about things, but relationships? I knew that if I could just fix my teens, everything would be okay. I was willing to give away every single pair of shoes and handbag to make it happen. But the problem was I couldn't find someone willing to take my entire UGG collection to fix my teens. Lucky for me, I found How to Fix My Teens. Turns out the cost of fixing them so that I could feel better was much higher, and also much easier. Rest assured, you aren't going to have to dig through your closet or jewelry to fix your teen. I'm here to share with you what it took for me and how you can do it too. Okay, you guys, welcome to today's podcast episode. That was a teaser. It's my prologue of the book that I'm just putting the final touches on. It's called How I Fixed My Teen. And if you've listened to other podcast episodes, I've been talking about publishing this book. The title is How I Fixed My Teen. It is a heartfelt, personal story about me and my oldest child and what I had to go through to figure out our relationship. So today's podcast episode is actually it's going to be short, and it's just a teaser for the book that I am so excited to say you're going to be able to pre-order in just a few weeks. Now, if you're listening to this in 2030 or something, I'm speaking in real time. It's November of the year 2023. I'm hoping to publish this January, February-ish. So pre-orders are going to be happening the end of 2023. I'm going to ship them out the beginning of 2024, which is the perfect time for all of those New Year resolutions of making relationships ideal. My book is going to be a big portion of memoir of me and what I've learned, and also my coaching perspective. So the other portion is me breaking down the nuanced details of how I got things right and wrong, what that created for me, why I did those things. I go way back into my past when I was a little girl, when I was a teenager. I tell you the story of my first kiss. It wasn't nice. It's not a good story, but I learned a lot from it. I go into detail about what shaped me and how that played out for me as a mother. And then now how I can see so much more clearly as a coach. This book for me has been such a labor of love. Just between you and I've never wanted to be an author. I know that there are those kids who grow up thinking, oh, I just want to write a book. I want to write a series. I want to get this world that I have out in my brain onto paper. I've never actually thought that. This book was kind of an afterthought, and it was suggested to me by my coach and also my publisher. And I didn't write it because I wanted to write a book. I wrote it because I love you. I love parents of teens who are doing their darndest and still feel like they can't get ahead. I took the time to write this, to be vulnerable. My friend, I put journal entries of mine in this book, unfiltered, unedited, raw, exactly how I felt when stuff was going down. And I did it for your benefit so that you can see that you're not alone, that there is hope, that you can definitely turn things around, because I certainly have. And then so that you can learn the methods to be the kind of parent that you are. Your best, most ideal parent, to bring out the best, most ideal teen that you have. Did you know that our ideal is already within us? You have the capability and everything that you need within you to be the very best parent. And same with your child, to be the very best teen. We just have to remember, and then we have to slough off all the gunk that socialization and our own doubts and insecurities layer upon us, so that we can slough all of that away and see who we really are deep down, and that we've always been. That's what I'm hoping this book does for you. And so I just want to tell you that it's going to be short. I'm thinking under 100 pages. I'm going to have diagrams. It is going to be the fastest, most enjoyable, cry-worthy book that I hope you read all year, 2024. This is going to be the kind of book where you are going to read it and you're going to have the best cry of your life, and you're going to feel so cleansed and refreshed that you are going to want to pass it to your sister, to your friend, to your neighbor, even to that mom that you know probably won't read it, that you don't really get along well with, but she still needs to hear it. This is going to be the book that you are going to hand to all the women in your life, because that's how relatable and vulnerable and cleansing it is going to be. Seriously, I was talking to my publisher today, and she was giddy with how much she loves it and how excited she was. She was actually on a flight going through and editing my book, and she was sitting next to a gentleman, and she read just a couple little snippets out of this to him because he had teenagers, and he started to tear up on the flight. And he said, I need to know the name of that book so that I can order it. And she said, give me your email. I will send you a link. I don't say this to brag. My publisher has read and written a lot of books, and she's super pumped about this one. And so am I. You are going to want to get your hands on it, my friend. How you can do this is by getting on my email list. That's going to be your first opportunity to pre-order, is I will send it to my email list, heatherfraser.com. You just go to the bottom, put in your first name and your email. It's just you and I having a conversation every week. That's all my email list is. I send out helpful information, including when I'm speaking or when I have special offers for you, like a book. And I have to say also that this is one of 2 books that I actually have been working on the past year. And the other one will probably publish in 2025. So I'm not going to tell you a lot about that one yet. It's going to be something completely different. But how I fixed my teen is something that you are going to want. I promise. It really is that good. And I hope that you liked the prologue. That's how the entire book is it's me and you, and we are sitting down, having our acai bowl, having a real heart-to-heart conversation like best friends do. I cannot wait for our friendship to go to the next level, my friend. Okay, I just want to share one more little snippet for you. This is from chapter 4, which is titled, I Suck So Bad and Everyone Sees That. Seriously, everything in this book, it's like who you know and love on the podcast, but it's even more my personality that just my friends and family see. I'm a little bit snarky. I'm a little bit spicy. But okay, paragraph 3. I wrote, one day after school, Lark was in a mood. 16, beautiful, confident, and terrifying. I spent so much time being scared of her that she would say or do something to hurt my feelings, to hurt one of her siblings. It's like she delighted in it. She'd done some kind of personality test in a class and was boasting about her results. Okay. Do you want to guess what her results were? You're going to have to read the book because it's pretty juicy. If you're ready to get on the pre-order list, or to know when the pre-order list is coming out, rather, you need to be on my email list, heatherfraser.com. Enter in your email. My pen pals find everything first. If you're not into email, that's totally cool. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm also going to be posting pre-orders on my social media. Or if you don't want to do that either, you can just stop by my website periodically and check it. But if you want me to tell you so you don't have to think about it again, go to my website or go to my social media, Heather Fraser Coaching. It is all there. This is all that I have for you guys this week because I really want you to chew on next year and the goals that you want to create for yourself and for your family. And I want you to get a really tight image in your mind of if you could fix your teen, I'm doing air quotes, fix your teen, what would that look like? How would your home be impacted? How would your mental health and space be impacted? How much more peace and joy would you be able to experience just randomly throughout the day instead of crying in your closet? Guess what? I no longer cry in my closet. It feels amazing. Not to say that we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya around the fire every day. We still are human, but there's no more crying in my closet. There's no more feeling like I would give it all up and it still wouldn't change. Completely different world that I live in, and I outline it step by step in how I fixed my teen. Also, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing a little more juicy teasing. I'm going to do a podcast episode on Fix It Energy and all the good stuff that goes with that. So you'll definitely want to tune in a few weeks. Next week, I'm going to be talking about how to have an organized holiday so that you can actually enjoy them. And I'm bringing in an expert for that. So you'll also want to come visit next week for that episode. Until then, I'll see you, my friend.
Heather is the one, an expert in the field. She knows her parenting stuff, including how confusing it can be. You've tried it all, and it's a lost cause. Crying in the closet 'cause you failed at being a mom. But think again, there's peace around the corner and there's hope in your hands. Your kid just wants your love and you want